Hi, I'm Alyssa, and today I kind of just wanted to give a brief update on what's going on with my transition at the moment. So, last week I had my appointment with the gender clinic. I had very low expectations going in to this appointment, and I was also feeling very anxious because I didn't know what it was going to be about. And a part of me was kind of worried that it was going to be kind of like, going around in circles a bit and like kind of repeating things that I'd already gone through. So I was kind of just blown away and like really, really pleasantly surprised when the topic of this appointment was actually for bottom surgery. And yeah, so I am now currently in the process of, getting put on the waiting list for bottom surgery, and that feeling is unreal, and it is still sinking in, and I think it mainly because it's just been such a long road getting here, and until last week, bottom surgery just felt like something that was like, it was always my goal, but it just felt like it was like way, 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 way down the line, with no real idea of when it would be, like no true end goal in sight, kind of. And now it's, it's here, it's happening. Not for like a couple of years, but it's happening. So yeah, like I've got my first endorsement. The way it works in the UK is that you need 2 endorsements, and usually that can take up to a year to get. And the reason for that is just because they need to make sure that you've been on hormones long enough and that your hormone levels are like steady. Because obviously, like, the surgery, part of the surgery is removing the testicles and, like, removing your ability to create testosterone. So they need to make sure that your estrogen levels are, good enough to compensate for the lack of naturally produced hormones in your body. Thankfully, I have been on HRT for 2 years, thanks to going privately. So I've kind of been able to skip that, like, year wait. And yeah, I should be getting my second appointment within the next 3 months. From there, the only next step really is to choose my physician, or like my surgeon, I should say, who I would want to do the surgery. And I'm supposed to receive like an information package on like the different surgeons. Like there's 2 hospitals, I was told. There's one in London and there's one in Brighton. So it would just like be choosing like which surgeons I would like to personally go and have my surgery with. And that will probably dictate how long of a waiting list there is. Like obviously, and yeah, like I'm not 100% sure when I'm supposed to receive that information, whether it's now or like before or like after or during my next appointment, I guess. Like, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But yeah, that's like the only kind of step now really, is having that next appointment and then choosing who I want to be referred to for that surgery. And then bottom surgery is kind of, well, I need to wait for it, but it'll come and then it'll be ticked off. And that is just incredibly, incredibly exciting. And I'm just like, still like, it just doesn't feel real to me yet. I just kind of need it to sink in. I just feel like it's a dream, and I'm kind of scared that I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be like back at square one or something, and I'm so scared about that. But I'm really happy, and I'm really excited to be able to progress my transition forwards, because while, you know, I've been on hormones, but like obviously because hormones take a while to go through, and like all the changes are very slow, it's kind of like, I guess, like the last couple of years, it's kind of just felt like everything's a little bit stagnant. And like now it's starting to feel like it's picking up again. So that's just like really exciting. And like obviously it's going to be like probably another 2 years until I've had surgery, but that's 2 years. I've already, you know, I came out in 2020. It's now 2023. I've been waiting nearly 3 years already. So another 2 years is like nothing, because ever since coming out, like it's just gone so quickly. Like it there have been moments where it's felt slow, but you know, being where I am now and looking back, it really doesn't feel like an awful lot of time has passed. But like it's been, you know, nearly 3 years. So that last 2 year waiting list, it'll come and go like that. Like it'll just be so quick. So yeah, bottom surgery will be here before I know it. So that's like really good. The other thing, I guess, has been that today, luckily, I was able to be squeezed in, and I got a early consultation off of a team of surgeons who specialise in facial feminization surgery. So, like, obviously it's something that I've been looking into due to getting a lot of dysphoria around my face, and kind of just, like, feeling that, you know, despite being on hormones and having transitioned, like, you know, there's a part of my brain that's just kind of like, you don't look any different. And, like, there are just elements of my facial structure that I'm not happy with. I don't necessarily look like a man. You know, when I look at myself in the mirror, I see a woman. But I think it's just those extra, like, just that extra step to kind of help reinforce confidence and just kind of feel more like myself more of the time. Because when dysphoria hits and you kind of just look at yourself and think you look disgusting, like that's really hard, and it's really sucked. So yeah, for me, like, facial feminization surgery is kind of, well, at the moment it's not something that I'm really sure that I'm going to be able to do, but it's been something that, like, at least having a consultation about it, just having a chat with a doctor and kind of having it, like, priced out is helpful, because then it kind of shows me that if that's something that I want to aim for, then this is, like, how much money I need to save, whether or not I can do a payment plan or something. And it gives me steps and options to progress with that in the future, whereas otherwise it would kind of just feel like a pipe dream, really, because, you know, as far as I know, like, facial feminization surgery is really expensive. So it's just, like, always something I've kind of just been there, like, I don't think I could ever afford it. But, you know, maybe there's an option, and that's why I'm kind of looking into it, is just to kind of see if there is a way to make it a reality, really. You never really know until you try, so yeah, I'm giving it a go. It's more of a something that I'd like to happen than something that is definitely going to happen. But we'll see. Like, you know, maybe me and my partner can figure something out and, you know, make that a reality. But at the moment, it's not really set in stone, and it's something that I'm very aware that I might need to give up on, and, you know, I'm kind of, you know, I'm making my peace with that, and, like, I don't think I look awful. It's just, you know, the elements of my face that look a bit more masculine, I can, you know, I'd like to be able to sort them out, but they don't necessarily make me look like a man. Like, obviously, like, to some people, like, I'll always look like or be a man. Like, there's no amount of transitioning I could do to change some people's minds, but those people are, thankfully, in the minority. A very loud and very toxic minority, but I try not to pay too much mind to them because they are ridiculous, and, you know, the further people get into their transitions, the more ridiculous these people sound, because it's just, you know, it's completely delusional looking at a woman and calling them a man, or, you know, saying that they look like a man when they don't. And, you know, yeah, I think I'm beautiful. I think I could look more beautiful, but that's like, you know, I feel like I'm rambling way too much about this. So maybe this is a good place to kind of just cut myself off. So I guess, like, to recap, I'm in the process of getting bottom surgery all signed off and getting put on the waiting list. And then with facial feminization surgery, it's kind of something I'm looking into, but there's no real guarantee of whether or not I go through with it. But we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry if I kind of just started rambling and going around in circles. I kind of tend to do that a lot. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I guess I will see you in the next video, where hopefully I have more exciting news to share. Bye!